Welcome to Japan's corporate jungle, where business cards are sacred, booing is an art, and your coffee cup might just decide your professional fate. Ever wondered what it's really like to navigate the intricate world of Japanese business culture? Today, we're not just talking about it. We're diving headfirst into a full day of Japanese business etiquette, from the crack of dawn morning meeting all the way to the legendary evening nomikai drinking party. Do you think you have what it takes to handle it? Let's find out. It all begins at 8:30 a.m. sharp. You've just arrived at the office, but of course, you're not just on time, you're early. In Japan, being on time actually means being at least 10 minutes early. Anything less is considered late. As you step through the door, you perform a slight bow to the room and greet everyone with a cheerful yet professional "Ohayo gozaimasu." You'll notice there are no high fives, no handshakes, and definitely no casual hugs. It's all about polite bows and maintaining a focused, serious demeanor. Just then, your boss walks in. Instinctively, your bow deepens much more than for your colleagues. It's almost like a reflex. The deeper the bow, the greater the respect you're showing. It's a fascinating nonverbal language where hierarchy is measured in the precise angle of your back. The morning meeting starts exactly on time, not a second later. Everyone's phone is on silent mode, tucked away and out of sight. Notebooks are open, pens are poised. The atmosphere is one of intense focus. If you even think about interrupting someone, especially a senior colleague, just don't. That's a major red flag. In this setting, silence isn't awkward. It's a sign of respect and thoughtful consideration. Everyone patiently waits for the most senior person in the room to speak first. When they begin, you'll see heads around the table nodding slightly. It's a subtle art, not too much, not too little, just enough to signal that you're actively listening and engaged. It's a masterclass in controlled communication. Now, for a moment you've probably seen in movies, the legendary Meishi Kokan, the business card exchange ritual. This isn't just swapping contact info, it's a deeply symbolic act. You hold your business card, your meishi, with both hands, making sure your name is facing the person you're giving it to. As you present it, state your name and company clearly, followed by the essential phrase, "Yoroshiku onegai shimasu," which roughly translates to, "I look forward to working with you." When you receive a card, whatever you do, don't just glance at it and stuff it into your pocket. That's a huge sign of disrespect. You should admire it for a few seconds, as if it's a precious artifact. Read the name, the title, the company. Then, place it gently on the table in front of you, ideally on top of a business card holder. This simple gesture shows that you respect the other person's identity and the honor of their company. Lunchtime arrives, and it's a calm, orderly affair. You'll often eat in groups, sometimes with colleagues you barely know, as it's an opportunity for quiet bonding. A cardinal rule: you don't start eating until everyone at the table has their food. Once all the meals are served, everyone says in unison, "Itadakimasu," which means, "I humbly receive." It's a beautiful expression of gratitude for the food. Keep your voice down during the meal, and please, never stick your chopsticks upright into your bowl of rice. In Japanese culture, this is reserved for funeral rites and is considered a serious taboo. Also, a quick tip: if your boss offers you a side dish or another portion of food, it's best to accept it with thanks, even if you're already full. The decision is less about your hunger and more about maintaining group harmony, or wa. The afternoon is a period of quiet, deep focus. The office hums with a productive energy, but it's surprisingly long. One of the biggest unspoken rules is that you don't leave before your boss. It's seen as a lack of dedication. If you absolutely must leave for an appointment or an urgent matter, you don't just pack up and go. You approach your desk, bow slightly, and say humbly, "Osaki ni shichure shimasu," which means, "I'm sorry to be rude by leaving before you." Your boss will likely reply with a nod and a polite, "Otsukare-sama desu." On the surface, it means, "Thank you for your hard work." But there's a subtle subtext that can sometimes feel like, "Yes, I see you leaving early." It's a masterfully polite guilt trip. The official workday might be over, but guess what? Business isn't done yet. Welcome to the nomikai, the after-hours drinking party. This isn't just a casual get-together. It's where the real conversations happen and your social intelligence is put to the ultimate test. The first rule of nomikai: never pour your own drink. You always pour for your superiors and colleagues first. When someone offers to pour for you, you should hold your glass with both hands to receive it. this is where you might see a completely different side of your coworkers. Your stern boss might loosen his tie, sing his heart out during karaoke, or even share personal stories. But remember the golden rule: what happens at nomikai stays at nomikai. The next day, it's back to business as usual, and just like that, it's the next day, 8:30 a.m. sharp. Everyone is back at their desks. Some might look a little tired, but no one complains or even mentions the previous night's festivities. The cycle begins anew. The buos, the focused meetings, the quiet respect. It's a system built on 3 pillars: respect, hierarchy, and harmony. And against all odds, it's this very structure that allows everything to run with incredible smoothness and efficiency. So, after all that, do you think you could handle a day of Japanese business etiquette? It's undeniably strict, highly structured, but also fascinating. A complex system built on a foundation of mutual respect and dedication to the team. If you ever dream of working in Japan, mastering these cultural details isn't just a bonus. It's the absolute key to earning trust and building successful relationships. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Japanese culture, please give this video a like and subscribe for more. And let us know in the comments, which Japanese etiquette rule surprised you the most? So, what's it really like to work in a Japanese company as a foreigner? You've probably heard the stereotypes, the long hours, the strict hierarchy, and those endless silent meetings. But behind every stereotype, there's a real human story. Today, we're peeling back the curtain and hearing directly from foreign professionals who have navigated the unique world of corporate Japan. We'll explore the challenges, the surprises, and those moments that made them think, wow, I'm definitely not in my home country anymore. Our first story comes from Emma, a professional from France working in a bustling Tokyo trading company. She shared a classic culture shock moment. At my very first team meeting, she recalls, I just spoke my mind, gave my opinion directly, and the entire room went completely silent. For a second, I was terrified I'd said something horribly wrong. What Emma experienced is a core part of Japanese communication. Directness can often be interpreted as aggressive. Instead, people prefer using subtle hints and reading the air. That silence she encountered, it wasn't disapproval. It's often a way of showing consideration or even agreement. It's all about maintaining harmony, or what the Japanese call wa. Next, let's talk about hierarchy and respect. Carlos, who moved from Mexico to work for a major car manufacturer in Nagoya, was in for a surprise. I was shocked by how much attention everyone pays to job titles, he says. Even in simple emails, I had to use the correct honorifics for each person's name and position. If I forgot, my boss would gently but firmly correct me. In a Japanese office, hierarchy isn't just an abstract concept. It's visible in everything. It determines who speaks first in a meeting, where you sit at the table, and even how you bow. It's a roadmap for showing respect within the organization. Now, what about those famously long working hours? Is the image of the exhausted salaryman still accurate? Well, yes and no. Some traditional companies do expect long hours, but a new wave of younger Japanese firms is actively changing the game. Sophie, a programmer from Canada, shared her experience. My company officially finishes at 6 p.m., and people actually get up and leave. My manager even encourages us to go home and rest. They track our overtime to make sure we're not burning out. So, while the old-school work culture definitely still exists, the new Japan is starting to embrace a healthier work-life balance. The change is slow, but it's happening. But here's the twist. Many foreigners actually grow to love the structure. James, an IT specialist from the UK based in Osaka, explained it perfectly. At first, I found all the rules and procedures a bit annoying and rigid, he admits. But then, I had this realization. Everything just works. Meetings start exactly on time, my salary is always paid punctually, and people take genuine responsibility for their work. Japanese offices place immense value on precision, teamwork, and building long-term trust. It might feel restrictive initially, but once you adapt, you discover an incredibly stable and reliable environment. Discipline creates trust. That's the Japanese way. Finally, what about fitting in and feeling accepted? This can be one of the biggest challenges. Some foreigners admit they feel like permanent guests, even after years. But for others, like Aisha from Singapore, patience paid off. It definitely took time, she says, But once my colleagues saw I was making an effort, they really opened up and treated me like family. Now we go to karaoke after work and even take weekend trips together. The key, it seems, is patience and a genuine effort to understand and respect the culture. When you show that respect, Japan respects you right back. Working in Japan as a foreigner is so much more than just a job. It's a deep cultural adventure. You'll face moments of confusion, you'll feel the pressure, and yes, you will do a lot of bowing. But on the other side of that, you'll find incredible loyalty, true teamwork, and the quiet satisfaction that comes from being part of something bigger than yourself. So, what do you think? Could you handle working for a Japanese company? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed these stories, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insights into life in Japan. Thanks for watching!